Now we're gonna look on the inside of our game. So on these title boxes, we have control. And then this is basically just having it pop up when the background appears. And then it goes to games, similar. When you click on them, it'll bring you to a next page. The back, classic, defend the objective, PvP, PvC. And then when we get into the fire pilot, there is a lot of coding. So we basically move the fire pilot with the left and right arrows. And then we shoot by pushing space. And then the longer you're alive, the more, like, it's basically waves.
That's about as much as you can go. So if you're not looking for it. Yeah, but you see, look at all of it.
And now I'll talk about the missile. So the missile launches from the center of the fire pilot, and then it goes, you have to aim it to hit the sprite of the enemy. Every time we push space, it shoots out. And then scatter, that's a variation of the missile. Every 5 kills you get a scatter shot, and that basically works the same way as the missile. And then Tony's gonna talk about the rest.
So for the second fire pilot, we only use this for the player versus player. So it's basically the same coding as this fire pilot right here. It still spawns at this area when the game is started, but the only difference is you use the left and right arrow to control it, so it's better for the player too. And then the missile 2 is also only used for the second fighter pilot, so it's basically the same as the first missile, only if it hits this color right here, then it destroys this fighter pilot. And the survival enemies, so what we have is when it's switched to survival, they hide at the bottom. They wait a couple seconds, then they start spawning at the bottom of the screen right here. And as you get more points, they start to spawn faster and faster. This code right here. And the defend the objective enemy is basically the same thing. They wait 3 seconds to spawn though, and the same thing as the score goes up, then they start to spawn more and more. And then the gold hearts is only used in the survival mode. So when you press the start button, it hides. So right here, it's hiding right now. So and then when you switch to survival, it only, to activate it, you have to get it between a certain score. So right here we have between less than 20 and greater than 10. It'll spawn, it'll pick a random time between 20 and 30 seconds, and it'll pick a random location right here. And it does that for every score between 20 to 50, and then after 50 it picks between 60 and 80 seconds to spawn. The objective is pretty easy, so if it's touched by one of the enemies, then it just loses 1 point, or 1 life right here. So if it's touched by that color, it loses a life. And then this guy, he'll just bounce around on the home page. And so the way we did that is if he touches this color, he'll just bounce off of it.